How does Auburn handle this tonight as it faces Houston? Very good on the perimeter, very good on the inside. There is not a weakness that you see really in either team right now, Randall.
No, that's true. And just by looking at the players go on the floor, I think they match up very well. Our bodies are just as good as Houston's. We've got a little bit bigger size. We're starting a big lineup. You got Cardwell at the 5. You'll play Janai Broom there, but he's starting at the 4 tonight. But guard play, you have a lot of experience. Denver Jones, you've got Chad Baker Mazzara. The biggest thing is how well McGee's handles the pressure that Houston's going to put on him at the point.
Auburn wins the opening tap. Denver Jones runs it down before it goes out of bounds. Tigers to the basket tour. Right, we're underway in Houston.
Houston starts in a tough man-to-man, up heavy on ball pressure and up in the passing lanes.
Top of the circle is Janai Broom, goes to the left wing, reverses to the top, Cardwell. Now Pegues right side of the key. 14 to shoot for Auburn. Pegues backs up in the center circle. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Pegues one-on-one against Milos Uzan. Gets a screen from Cardwell. Free throw line, picked it up. Out to the top for Broom. Janai puts up a 3-ball, air ball, and Houston gets the ball.
I think that's where you see Houston establish their defense. Auburn ran 2 different plays during that 30-second time. They shut down the first initial wave. We could not create an open shot and actually had to take a forced at the buzzer.
Auburn presses off the inbound, and the pass off the left side for Emmanuel Sharp. Now back to Uzan, who will bring the ball up the floor for Houston. No score. Houston's first offensive possession, picked up by Denver Jones just across midcourt. To the right wing. Crossover dribble twice. Pulls up with the left hand. Top of the circle for Sharp. Emmanuel Sharp on the left hand dribble. Physical guard. Shot clock at 11. Forces his way top of the circle. Goodness gracious. A blocking foul at the top of the key by Chad Baker Mazzara. If they call the game that way, we're going to be here till midnight.
Well, Auburn established themselves just like Houston did. Defensively, they were tough, really was snuffing them, and just the officials just kind of bailed them out there on the drive.
Sharp on the right wing, 13 to shoot. Picks up the dribble. Bounce pass, top of the circle. Roberts loses the ball. It's still loose. Roberts gets it back. Kicks it right side for Sharp. Shot clock at 5. Sharp, top of the circle, double team. Ball knocked out of his hand. Auburn ball.
Terrific defense by the Tigers. The pressure really affected Houston and how they ran their offense then. Both teams cannot score because the defense will not let them.
McGee's across midcourt for Auburn. No score. 18:44 in the first. Cardwell, left side of the key. Back to the top for Pegues. Shot clock at 21. Left wing, Chad Baker Mazzara. Pulls up near the corner. Back out to the wing for JP. 15 to shoot, long 3. No. Long rebound pulled in by Javier Francis. Brings it up the floor on the left-hand dribble. Francis, left side of the circle. Free throw line, down the lane. Francis up with the left hand. Good.
He's a really good player. He's got a good spin move, a nice little left jump hook right over the top of Broom.
18-10 to go in the first half of play. Top of the circle, Chad Baker Mazzara. Low post, Cardwell. Dillon kicks it to the corner, to the wing. Broom, a 3-ball. No, hit it high up the glass. And the rebound comes to Roberts.
Dillon needs to go ahead and take that shot. He's point blank right at the basket. He fanned it out for a quick 3, but they closed out, and Broom had to kind of force his shot up.
Cryer out the left wing. 2-0 Houston leads. 17:45 in the first half. Cryer double team. Kicks it out to the top for Sharp. Near midcourt. Shot clock at 11. Sharp on the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Kicks it down the right side for Uzan. Picked up there by Denver Jones. Uzan with 4 to shoot to the baseline. Picks it up. Nope, he walked.
The defense is sensational by the Tigers. One thing we have to do now offensively, Andy, settle in. Let's set better screens. Let's get some shooters open and execute our offense just a little bit better than we have the first 3 possessions.
17:28, first half of play. Auburn trails Houston 2-0. Auburn basketball, Chad Baker Mazzara. Top of the circle for Broom. Janai, couple dribbles, leaves for Denver Jones. Drives down the lane. Denver lost it, whistle foul. Let's see who they get the foul on here.
It should be Uzan, I think.
Yeah, it is Cryer. They got L.J. Cryer.
We'll take that.
Absolutely. All right, Joseph Tugler into the game. He started at the 4 for Houston on Monday. A 6'8" redshirt sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana.
He's a real bouncy 6'8", 235.
Low post pass, kicked out of there, trying to feed Broom, and it was knocked away. Here's Sharp the other way for Houston. Sharp down the lane, reach in foul, The shot is no good. It's not allowed, and the foul will go against Chad Baker-Mazar. That's his second. That's the second foul on CBM, and he will come out, and here comes Chaney Johnson to the lineup for Auburn.
This is a game you cannot play with your hands defensively. You must move your feet and use your hands for strength. Chad Baker kind of reached in back to back.
He will come out. So will Dylan Cardwell as Chaney Johnson and Miles Kelly come in.
Now this is a good strategic move by the coaches. Let's see how as our rotation over a course of the first half affects Houston.
17:07 in the first. Houston leads 2-0. Houston ball. Uzan goes baseline left, maintains the dribble, loops back out to the left wing. Into the lane it goes for Roberts. He puts it up and in.
They've got a good high-low action. Ugler has been an impact. Even though he didn't score then, he made a deflection, but he made a great screen offensively.
4-0 Houston. 16:45 in the first. Miles Kelly at the right wing. Top of the circle, Chaney Johnson. Johnson off the left side, 4. Denver Jones running the point for Auburn right now, with J.P. Pegues on the wing and a whistle and a blocking foul on Cryer, who just picked up his second foul. 2 fouls on Cryer, their leading scorer.
There's one thing the officials have established themselves. They are going to protect ball handlers.
And out on the perimeter.
One thing that the Tigers are doing very well, they're taking the ball from one side of the floor to the other, but we've got to get a little bit closer to the basket with our offense. They've got us pushed out about 2 giant steps outside the three-point line, which really increases the distance away from the basket.
Tahad Pettifor checks in for Auburn at a point guard spot. Redshirt, or a true freshman for Auburn. Inbound to Chaney Johnson. Out at the top, Janai Broom leaves for Miles Kelly. Right wing for Chaney. Puts it on the floor with the left hand. Into the lane, up from about 12. Let's go.
Beautifully done. He put it on the deck with his left hand, got to the middle of the paint, just did something that Chaney hadn't done in a long time. Got up over the top of the guys.
4-2 the score. Houston on top with the ball. Uzan out the left wing, except the dribble. Out to the top for Arsenault. Right back to Houston, or Uzan between the circles. Free throw line, spins, fade away from 4. Good.
Beautifully done. What a good matchup at point guard. Uzan's very good. He's quick, got great hands. He's got an excellent dribble. Pettiford's got to respect that.
6-2 Houston. Auburn ball. Pettiford on the wing for Miles Kelly. Kelly picked up by Arsenault there. Top of the circle, left wing, 3 ball. Chaney short. Rebound pulled in by Pettiford for Auburn. Gets around the man. Off the left wing. Wide open 3. Denver. It's blocked. Got it back. Denver drives to the hole. Up with the right hand. Good!
Beautifully done. He never gave up, even though he got his 3-point shot blocked. He took the ball off of the retrieve and took it to the basket and stuck it in.
6-4 Houston, 16:25. First half of play. Houston basketball. Between the circles, Uzan. On the right side. Picks up the dribble. Hands. Now gets the ball right back on the left wing. Right hand dribble. Off the right side. Sharp goes baseline. Fade away over Pettiford. Missed it. Weak side rebound. Fought for. Broom pulls it out of the sky.
Establish yourselves on the defensive boards. A big key of mine, and we did that then. Let's turn it into 2 points.
Whistle foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Auburn.
I think Chaney posted up a little bit too aggressively that time on the low post. Let's see what this full-court press will do right here.
Uzan will trigger. Gets the ball inbound to Sharp, and Auburn backs off after the initial pass. Uzan across midcourt, picked up by Tahad Pettiford. 6-4 Houston with the ball and the lead. Left wing Roberts outside the arc. Down the left side to Tugler. Tugler puts it on the floor against Arsenault. Out to the wing, ball deflected and out of bounds. They're going to give the ball to Houston. Nice catch, Randall Dickey. You all right?
Got to be quick tonight.
Yes, yeah, you do, baby. 11 on the shot clock for Houston. Out of bounds, down the left sideline. Into the backcourt for Uzan. Left-hand dribble, Uzan across midcourt. Shot clock at 6. Drives down the left side of the lane. Head fake down the lane. Shot is up, and it is missed. And the rebound pulled in by Pettiford. Bodies on the floor, Auburn the other way. Pettiford, stop and pop 3. It was in and out. Rebound to the free throw line, and Uzan the other way for Houston. Up the left sideline for Sharp. Sharp picked up the dribble. He walked and got away with it. Boy, oh boy. Right in front of the officials. Uzan around Pettiford to the hole. Uzan, good.
It's going to be a tough matchup. Tahad's got to really respect him. He's really got some good game. Uzan and Pettiford's a good matchup, but it's going to be good for the freshman to get a little dose of
Auburn is open 6 from 3. They get the ball low post, head fake, Chaney, up and under and in.
Oh, beautifully done. Really powered his way, was determined to stick that ball in the basket, and I'm not sure he didn't get fouled.
8-6, Houston with the lead. 13:41, first half of play. Low post, Roberts against Broom. Ball knocked away by Janai. Ball is on the floor, out of bounds off of Houston.
Good defense by the Tigers that time.
Into the lineup for Auburn, Dylan Cardwell to give Janai Broom a rest. Wilson is into the lineup. Myleik Wilson is in on the perimeter, checking in for Sharp for Houston.
Pretty high-level game right now.
Yeah, it is. Chance for Auburn to tie it or take the lead right here. Pettiford, right sideline Moore. Between the circles, Chaney Johnson, left wing for Miles Kelly. Kelly yet to put it on the floor. Needs to, quickly. Long three, logo three, miss long. Rebound weak side, Cardwell, and out of bounds off Dylan.
Made a terrific offensive rebound, just could not gather himself quickly enough to get it back in the basket.
Another chance for Auburn to tie it or take the lead. Tigers unable to do so. Houston leads 6-4. Houston back to its bench. And they go to Ramon Walker Jr., a senior at 6'5" from Pearland, Texas. He comes in for Roberts. They get a little bit smaller with this lineup. Inbound to Walker. To Uzan. Will bring the ball up the floor. Uzan between the circles. Works on Miles Kelly. Gets the ball top of the circle. Off the right side. Tugler. Bounce pass down the lane. Kicks it to the corner. Now to the wing, Uzan. Uzan from 13. Good.
A good player. We've got to keep a guy on him. He's a key for, since Cryer is out, Uzan is really taken over the last 3 or 4 possessions.
Houston fans to their feet. 10-6 Cougars. Chaney Johnson. A step to the hole. No foul on the play. Chaney will go to the line to shoot a couple, and he has looked for his shot since coming in, Randall.
Hey, I am just amazed. Chaney has improved so much. His upper body's gotten stronger. His game off the deck, putting it on the floor, getting to the basket has really improved, and you can just tell in his confidence level.
Chaney at the line for 2 for Auburn. Transfer from Alabama Huntsville a year ago. His best game in an Auburn uniform, 16 points at Georgia last February. He's at the line for 2. The first is in and out.
He just needs to see that ball. He needs to make this free throw, see the ball go into the basket, gain a little bit more confidence on his scoring.
Pettiford and Moore come out. Denver Jones and J.P. Pegues is in for Auburn. Tugler out of the lineup. And right back in, Javier Francis. Second free throw is good.
There we go.
For Chaney
There
Johnson. That cuts the lead to 3. 10-7. 12:41 first half. 10-7 Houston. Auburn presses. Inbound in the backcourt. Uzan will bring it up the floor for the Cougars. Left-hand dribble picked up by Denver Jones. Uzan picks up the dribble. Floats it left side. Knocked away. Dylan Cardwell. Race to the basket. Drives and dunks it.
Out of baby Cardwell. That was awesome. Great defense. Ran through a pass and finished on the other end with a slam.
Sun-South drive the game. Sun-South John Deere. Preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Auburn within 1. 10-9. Drive to the hole for Houston. Shot is up, and it's a whistle and a foul. They're going to get Miles Kelly. He never established himself, and Miles is called for the block.
Officials have been very consistent. They're going to protect the guy on the drive. Tigers need to pass that along to their players. Take the ball to the goal. Officials are going to protect you a little bit there.
10-9 Houston, 12:09, first half of play. Terrence Arsenault at the free throw line, his first free throw of the season. 6'6" sophomore out of Beaumont, Texas. Free throw is missed.
Really nice looking player.
Missed most of last season with a torn Achilles. 10-9 Houston. Arsenault can make it a 2-point lead with 12:10 to go in the first. And he missed both. Free throw, Cardwell. Chad Bacon-Mazzara, 2 fouls and all, right back into the ball game for the Tigers. Chance for Auburn to take the lead for the first time tonight. Pegues. Between the legs, gets a screen from Cardwell. Right wing, Bacon-Mazzara. Chad to the top for Pegues, 14 to shoot. JP backs up. Wants a screen from Cardwell. Picks up the dribble, double team. Right wing down underneath. And it's Chaney Johnson up for a shot, and he's fouled in the play.
Beautifully done.
Well, it was.
Anytime that ball goes to the center, around that paint area, they're going to double team, which opens up other players.
The foul was against Javier Francis, his first. Johnson, 1 of 2 from the line tonight, gets a couple. Right-hander out of Alabaster, Alabama, Thompson High School. And he ties the ball game for the first time since 0-0.
It's looking like he's kind of the X factor, especially in this first half. He's a tough matchup for Houston.
Leads Auburn with 6, make it 7 points, and gives Auburn its first lead of the night. 11-10 Tigers, 11:44 to go in the first half. Auburn will press. Uzon looking for a trigger, gets the ball inbound to Sharp, now to Uzon, who'll bring it up the floor. 11:40 in the first, Auburn up 11-10 against Houston at the Toyota Center. Off the left wing, Sharp, open 3 ball for Houston. Nope, weak side rebound, out of bounds off of Houston. That's Auburn ball.
Auburn's done a great job boxing out. Anytime that the Houston Cougars have taken a shot, they've sealed off. That time was deflected out of bounds by Houston. We'll get the ball back.
Houston brings back their preseason first-team All-Big 12 center, Juwan Roberts, grad student out of the Virgin Islands. Auburn ball leading 11-10. Pegues, Cheney, left wing, driving baseline left to Hod Pettiford. Gets tied up and walked. Denver Jones tied up and walked.
I think Denver had a good idea then. He just went one bounce too far.
Yeah, you get that close against this defense.
Yeah, you're going to reach him. You're going to get some resistance.
Indeed. Auburn presses.
Really making Houston work to get that ball in bounds is a great trait that the Tigers have always had.
Milo Uzon in the center circle. Working on J.P. Pegues. Gets a screen from Sharp. Drives down the lane to the basket. Ball blocked out of bounds. Cheney Johnson blocked that one in about the third row.
That kind of sent a message to everybody in the building that if you drive against Cardwell and Chad Baker, it might go the other direction.
Indeed.
What a block.
11:03. First half. Auburn 11, Houston 10. 14 to shoot for the Cougars. Uzon will trigger down the left sideline, or in the corner, I should say. Still looking. Lobs it. Knocked out of bounds by Denver Jones.
That's one thing they worked on in practice today is Coach Pearl wants them not just to defend aggressively on underneath out of bounds plays, but play the man to try to steal the ball.
Broom in. Randall. Broom in. Cardwell out for the Tigers.
Boy, he had a good series then. Dillon really played well.
Houston ball. Shot clock at 12. Uzon at the right wing. Picked up the dribble. Lobs it for Roberts. Drives on Broom. Up with the left hand. And he banked it in.
Good player, seasoned player, made a nice jump hook. Sometimes good players just make good plays.
Houston by 1, 10:42 in the first half. Chad Baker-Mazara, right wing. Gets a screen from Broom. Kicks it left wing, Denver Jones. Down near the baseline. Reverses back out. 13 to shoot. Pegues in the center circle. 9 to shoot. Auburn trails by 1. Pegues drives on Wilson to the corner. Cheney Johnson, and he stepped out of bounds.
I wish they would kind of keep their hands off. Seems like with J.P. Pegues, they're really, when he drives, he doesn't have a lot of weight to him, and he's easily guided. When you put that hand on the hip, I wish they would protect him a little bit more on that.
More in. Baker-Mazara out for Auburn. 5 turnovers for Auburn in the first half. 4 for Houston. 10-18 first half. Houston leads Auburn 12-11. On the right wing, Roberts back out to the top for Uzon. Against Denver Jones. Uzon picks up the dribble. Down the left side of the lane for Tugler. Drives on Cheney. Turnaround jumper. Tugler missed it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Tugler. Auburn ball.
Outstanding defense by Cheney Johnson. That was 2 guys. That was a physical play there, and there was no foul.
Gained 25 pounds of strength in the offseason.
He held his ground.
Yes, he did.
Challenged the shot and then sealed off to retrieve the ball.
9:53 first half. Auburn trails by 1. Pegues, a screen from Denver. Now brings it to the top of the circle. Passes left side Cheney. Low post Broom to the hole with the left hand.
Great ball movement. Took the ball from one side of the floor to the other. Janai had an angle on it, and is a beautiful pass by Cheney Johnson for the assist.
13-12 Auburn. 9:31 in the first half. Uzon after the first pass brings the ball up the floor against Chris Moore. Walks it across midcourt on the left-hand dribble. Off the left side for Sharp near the wing. Loops it out to the top for Roberts. Roberts to Uzon out of the wing. Back to Roberts. Backs up against Broom. To the hole with the left hand. Didn't get it. Rebound underneath Tugler. To the wing. Off the left wing. Sharp. Wide open three ball. In and out. Rebound to Houston. Third chance. Shot is up. Missed. Rebound Broom. Out of bounds off Janai.
It's 2 offensive rebounds by Houston. The Tigers should have retrieved them both and did not. Got to play a little bit more aggressive. Losing Cardwell on the substitutions has created that. We're not near as aggressive, and Cheney has lost a contact, I think.
Cardwell comes in. So does Pettiford. So does Kelly for Auburn. Yeah, and it does look like it's the left eye that Cheney wants to put that that contact in. He will get some help from the sideline. Clark Pearson, Auburn's athletic trainer. He's got a finite amount of time. Nope. They take him out. All right.
I'll tell you another thing we got to get under control. JoJo Tugler, we got to get him under control. Yeah. He is an active big.
Roberts on the perimeter. Cryer, who has 2 fouls, works on Pettiford on the right wing and a foul on Pettiford. It'll be the first foul on Pettiford.
Well, I think the third official finally showed up. He felt like he needed to get in the game, and
yeah,
I'm not sure either player gained an advantage on that whistle.
5th foul as a team for Auburn. Inbound to Cryer. Top of the circle off the left wing. Picked up by Broom. Now Pettiford. Cryer at the top. Open 3 ball in the air. It's missed. And the rebound, Broom pulls it in for Auburn.
That's a lot better. Getting their offensive transition right now.
Auburn 13. Houston 12, 8:36 in the first half of play. Tahad Pettiford, right wing, picks up the dribble, top of the circle, Broom. Left wing, Kelly. Miles at the point. Lobs to Chris Moore outside the arc, hands it right back to Miles. Kelly, top of the circle, Pettiford, 8 to shoot. Behind the back dribble, Pettiford. Step back, 3 ball, Pettiford, yes!
Beautifully done, what a play. Shows that he is a 5-star McDonald's All-American right there.
16-12 Auburn. First 3 of the night from Tahad Pettiford. 8:05 in the first half of play. Between the circles, Wilson out at the top for Sharp. Auburn by 4, Houston ball. Sharp gets a screen, drives baseline, picks up the dribble. Out to the top, it comes for Wilson. Head fake up from 15, no. Rebound Kelly. Here's Auburn on the break. Miles across midcourt. He waits for the numbers now. Kelly, low post Cardwell. Into the corner, Pettiford. Tahad. Left wing 3. No. Oh, he banked it in.
Beautifully done.
Oh,
wow.
he banked it in.
Hey, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just happens to go in, and it's a good time for the Tigers.
7:36 in the first. Houston with a timeout. The inbound comes too Sharp. Now back to Uzan. He'll bring the ball up the floor. Junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Desert Pines High School. Transferred in from Oklahoma. Picks up the dribble. Lobs it in the key for Roberts. Against Broom. Spins into the lane. To the low post. Puts it up. Janai blocked it. Rebounded it. Outlet to Pettiford up the floor for the Tigers. Underneath. Ball deflected. And here's Houston the other way. Uzan to the left wing for Cryer. 3 ball may have been blocked. Whistle, foul. Against Pettiford going by.
Yeah, I think he noticed him on the it's something the young freshman's going to have to learn. Anytime you're in a basketball game, back-to-back mistakes is something that you want to stay away from.
Yeah, second foul on Pettiford. Now the question is, was it a 2 or was it a 3? And I think they're going to review it to see.
Well, we're a little bit at a disadvantage.
We can't tell from our vantage point, which is courtside, but down that left sideline, we did not see whether his foot was on the line or behind it. They are reviewing that right. I won't be surprised if it's not a 3-shot foul for L.J. Cryer.
I was really glad to see the tremendous defense that Janai Broom put on.
L.J. Roberts.
That was outstanding. He kind of sent a message because really Roberts has been pretty aggressive taking the ball to the goal, and most of the time when he gets it that deep, he's so strong, he gets it in the basket.
Looks like it was a 3. I think that's what we're going to see is L.J. Cryer shooting 3 here, and he hadn't missed from the free throw line in this very young season. We have not seen, the officials haven't made it official yet, but what we're gathering is it was a 3 that he was taking, and Chad Baker-Mazzara, if that's the case, will come in after the second free throw attempt. Now let's see.
I know the officials.
His right foot is close to the line, and they continue to look at this.
Well, maybe you could pass my glasses down there and let them.
You think they'd take your glasses?
Yeah, I'm not sure that'd be a good idea for the
Here's
Tigers
the call.
right
It
now.
is a 3. All right, so Cryer will shoot 3 free throws. Second foul on Pettiford. 6th foul against Auburn here in the first half. Houston has been called for 4. And L.J. Cryer is at the line. Preseason first team all Big 12. He led the Big 12 with 3-pointers per game a year ago. 112 of 289 from 3 last season. First of 3 is in the air. It's good.
Well, he's the kind of player you might win a possession or two here or there on him, and you'd like to be 50% on those, but you're not going to keep him completely down. He's going to come back. He's competitive, and he's got a good wrist on him.
First 2 free throws are good. His first 2 points of the night. Moore out. Chad Baker-Mazzara in for Auburn. Pettiford, Chad Baker, Miles Kelly, Chaney Johnson, and Broom for Auburn. Free throw is up. He missed the 3rd free throw. Rebound, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Auburn's lead is 5. 7:06 in the first half. Pettiford to the right wing. Broom, top of the circle. Now drives, gets the ball back to Pettiford. Low post, Broom to the hole up. Yes!
What
and
a
a foul!
What a pass by the freshman. He is growing up right before our eyes. Came off the down screen. They tried to double him, and he threaded a needle with the pass that was beautifully done, and Janai finished.
Broom in, Pettiford out, right back to Broom for the basket and the and one.
Well, he's our All-American. He's got to have touches. You might go one trip down the floor, but you can't go 2 without him getting a look at it.
Free throw by Janai. He missed it. Gun it. Rebound pulled in by Tugler. By the way, the foul was Roberts' first of the night. 21-14 Tigers. 6:50 to go in the first. Uzon, left wing. Uzon spins into the lane. Down to the basket. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Pinned Auburn deep on that one. Out to the top for Cryer. Cryer with a screen by Roberts on the wing. Picked up by Pettiford. Another screen. Cryer at the top. Good.
He's a good player. Going against the freshman then, he kind of got the upper hand, came off that screen with a 3-point shot.
21-17 Tigers, 6:20 in the first half. Pettiford has to pick up the dribble down the sideline right side for Chad Baker. Puts it on the floor with the left hand, into the key, picks up the dribble. Now to Broom on the wing. Janai, 10 to shoot, faces the basket. Long 3, Broom, no, long. Rebound, tap up, missed. Rebound up and good by Chaney Johnson.
Chaney Johnson is everywhere tonight. He's on the offensive glass. He's playing great defense.
9 for Chaney. Low post, down to the floor. Goes for Cryer. Fade away, good. Look out.
We've got to get a little bit older guy on Cryer. I'm not quite sure. Pettiford's really playing well, but he's just not quite of age to take care of a guy like L.J. Cryer.
7 straight points for Cryer. 23-19 Auburn. Pettiford, right side of the circle. Miles Kelly at the top. Backs up out of a double team. Pettiford, long 3. No. Long rebound pulled in by Houston. Auburn's lead is 4. Houston ball. 5:21, first half of play. On the wing, Sharp. Bounce pass. Top of the circle for Tugler. Tugler picks up the dribble. Gets the ball to Cryer, left side of the key. Goes baseline. Loses it. Gets it back. Up. No good. Rebound tapped in by Tugler. No. Basket interference. Basket interference on Tugler. Auburn ball. Here comes Denver Jones replacing Tahad Pettiford. He joins Miles Kelly, Chad Baker-Mazzara, Chaney Johnson, and Janai Broom for Auburn. Houston fans don't agree with the call, the replay, shown on the video board. Auburn basketball. They may review this later. We saw this earlier this year. At the wing, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Top of the circle for Jones. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Whistle a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Francis. No, they called that on Broom. Wow. Well, this same official. First foul on Janai, 7th foul against Auburn. Banging away from the ball, and they got the Auburn guy.
I did not see that, but I know that he and Roberts were banging underneath that basket.
Yeah. 4:51 in the first. Auburn by 4, Houston ball. 23-19, Tigers on top. Here's Chris Moore replacing Chad Baker-Mazzara. kind of minimized here in the first half with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and I still got to go back to my initial wave of they were 40 feet from the basketball, and I'm not sure either one of them gained an advantage on the other.
Houston full length of the floor after the foul on Broom, his first of the night. Auburn 7. Oh, inbound in the backcourt for Sharp. Almost a 5-second violation.
They almost did. The Tigers' length has really given Houston problems.
Uzon, Sharp, left side of the key. Top now between the circles, or in the center circle, Uzon. Roberts hands the ball at the top. Off the left side for Uzon. Uzon, top of the key. Drives into the lane. Euro step up with a wild shot. Missed it. Rebound Roberts. Saves it to Uzon in the corner. Sharp out on the right wing. Long 3. Yep.
Anytime they get an offensive rebound, always is a negative. Usually turns into a 3-point shot. That's what just happened.
Well, those offensive rebounds killed Auburn 2 years ago. That's the 7th of the night for Houston. Auburn's lead is 1. Denver Jones bumped it midcourt. Yeah, finally got a foul out there against Milos Uzon. Here comes Dylan Cardwell replacing Chaney Johnson.
That's only his first.
Yeah.
One thing Uzon has played, he's played 15 minutes right off the bat. He and Sharp both are playing a large number of minutes.
Houston to its bench. Tugler is in. And Francis comes out. Auburn by 1, 23-22. 4:04 and an evenly played first half. Inbound Cardwell. Now Broom got pushed in the back. Long 3, Miles Kelly banked it in.
Bang. What a shot. He didn't call that bank either, but we'll sure take it.
8th 3 of the year for Miles. 26-22 Tigers. Quickly up the floor. Malik Wilson. Wilson working out on the side against Miles Kelly. Down the lane, drive to the hole, wild shot missed, whistle foul against Broom. Second foul on Janai. Tugler did a nice job of selling that one. 3:41 to go in the first, the score. Auburn 26, Houston 22. Cardwell and Broom and Kelly and Chad Baker, Mazzara, and Denver Jones. Houston at the line for a couple. First free throw is short, almost didn't even hit the iron for Joseph Tugler.
Tugler's a really nice looking big player. He's got great size. He's very active.
He missed both.
But he's not a great scorer.
Rebound to Chad Baker Mazzara. Ahead Denver Jones. Auburn by 2, 3:34 in the first. Denver working on Uzon. Hands the ball to Chad Baker Mazzara. Top of the circle, Broom. To CBM on the wing. Double teams. Whips a pass. Broom. Outside the arc. Top of the circle. Ball knocked away. Still loose. Sharp has it at midcourt for Houston. They get it underneath for Wilson. He dunks it and we're tied. Tied at 26, 3:11 in the first.
That's our first kind of big mistake offensively. We just got lazy with the basketball.
8 turnovers for Auburn in the first half. Chad Baker double team. Low post for Broom. Lost it. Ball still loose. And Auburn calls a timeout. Broom. Or do they call a travel on Auburn?
Not quite sure.
I
yes,
think
sir.
Janai got the timeout. 12 on the shot clock. Janai lives it in for Chad Baker Mazzara. Got pushed. Don't have a lot of time. Low post Broom. And he got pushed from behind by Tugler.
I really think you're going to see that down the stretch in the game. I think you're going to see the Tigers pound the ball into Broom. He's just so big and wide. He's so crafty with that left hand. He is hard to guard.
Pegues replaces Jones. Moore will come in for Broom after Janai shoots these free throws. Nope, Moore's going to come in for Chad Baker Mazzara. Good idea. Remember, he's got 2 fouls. And Chaney, I think, will come in for Broom, who also has 2 fouls.
Well, I think that's a smart play by Chad Baker because Chad Baker's a little bit more offensive oriented. We don't want to lose him.
Free throw by Janai is short, and the rebound to Houston. 26 apiece, 2:47 in the first half. Houston basketball. Wilson out top of the circle for Uzan. Kicks it to the right wing, back to Uzan at the top. Left-hand dribble, Uzan. Top of the key now for Wilson. Wilson drives down the left side of the lane. Bumped, fadeaway. Didn't get it. Rebound, tap up, miss. Rebound, Broom. Fought for, out of bounds on Janai. He got pushed out of bounds, but they called the ball out of bounds on Janai.
Absolutely got sandwiched right
Sure
there
did.
by two Houston players.
He'll come out, and Chaney Johnson is in. 2:25 in the first. Well, those offensive rebounds, that's 8 for Houston in the first half, 5 for Auburn.
As the game is going on, they've got right back into their game. Offensive rebounding, deflections off the rim, keeping it live.
Inbound into the corner, to the wing, top of the circle, down the left side. They bring it to Wilson, top of the key, down the left side of the lane. Wilson loops it out into the left corner, working on Miles Kelly. Down the left side, Tugler, right back to Wilson. Wilson to Uzon, drives, fade away, blocked by Moore, out of bounds off of Auburn.
That was outstanding defense by Moore. That's one thing I really like is his strength going against Uzan.
2 on the shot clock for Houston. 2:07 in the first. Auburn and Houston tied at 26.
It's going to be either a quick three or something right at the basket for a lob.
Uzon will trigger baseline right. They put Wilson and Roberts at the free throw line. Looks like they may screen for Roberts. Still looking in the corner. And it's Roberts who goes out of bounds. Auburn ball. Great defense by the Tigers. Chris Moore.
One of the great traits that the Tigers have is defending out-of-bounds plays, and they did it with perfection then.
2:05 in the first. Auburn and Houston tied at 26 in a rugged battle. Sharp back into the lineup for Houston. Replaces Malik Wilson. They join Roberts, Uzon, Arsenault, and Tugler. J.P. Pegues across midcourt. Tied at 26, Auburn ball, 1:57 in the first. Cardwell, left-hand pass. Chaney Johnson spins. Head fake, right wing Kelly. 3 ball, that was blocked. Out of bounds off of Auburn. I think they know who Miles Kelly is, don't you?
Well, I was going to say Miles is usually a little bit quicker draw on his jump shot on that. So he was a little bit slow on his delivery, and if you're slow against Houston, they will close very quickly on you.
Houston full length of the floor to go. Auburn presses as it has the entire first half. Uzon still looking, gets the ball inbound to Roberts, back to Uzon. Who'll bring it up the floor on the left-hand dribble. 1:43 on a counting clock. First half, Auburn and Houston tied at 26. Auburn's gone over 2 minutes without scoring. Sharp drives, bumped, Moore leans in, blocked by Chris, and a foul. Wow, golly bum. Woo!
Well, he had a bad angle there.
He sure did. 1:33 in the first. Houston at the line for 2 on what appeared to be a clean block by Chris Moore. Bruce Pearl is reminding the official of that. Sharp at the line for 2. Florida 3A Player of the Year back in 2021. Free throw is in the air, and it is good, and Houston is back up by 1. His career high came against Texas A&M last March. He scored 30 on the Aggies, and they had no trouble with A&M in a charity exhibition game last week. Sharp makes both free throws. Boy, oh boy. Houston by 2. 1:31 to go in the first half of play. Auburn's going 2.5 minutes without scoring. Bounce pass, Cardwell, top of the circle. Dillon puts it on the floor once, right wing for Moore. Chris with 17 to shoot, top of the circle, Pegues. Backs up, working on Uzon, blows past it, drives to the hole, goes up, ball blocked, out of bounds against Auburn. There was contact there, and no foul called.
Also the same official that
Sure
just called
was.
a foul on Moore.
Just swallowed his whistle there.
That's amazing how they've changed in the last 5 minutes of the game and not protecting the ball handlers.
1:11 to go in the first half. Houston by 2 with the basketball. Uzon looking, inbound, ball deflected, still loose. Uzon comes up with it for Houston. 1:06 in the first. Houston by 2. Uzon across midcourt with 1:03 in the first half of play. Sharp drives, knocks down Moore, step back 3, he missed it, weak side rebound, and over the back is Houston. And Sharp knocked Moore to the floor at the top of the key.
Offensive foul, he just pushed him down.
They got a foul on the rebound on Tugler, his second. 55.8 seconds to go in the first half. Houston by 2, 28-26. Auburn at the free throw line with Cheney Johnson. Johnson 3 of 4 from the line tonight. Good gosh, if you're going to call it at one, and you better call it at the other.
Well, it's this is a pretty high-level game, and I'm not for sure that the
free throw by Cheney is in and out. Auburn now 3 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. Houston ball. 50 seconds in the first half. Auburn has gone over 3 minutes without scoring. Houston ball. Off the right side. Down to the baseline. Cut off on the baseline. Out into the corner. Arsenault into the lane. Fade away from 7. Block and a foul on Kelly.
Well, he got the ball deep in the paint.
Second foul on Miles Kelly.
And he had to challenge the shot. It's important. We got another possession.
Arsenault at the line for 2 for Houston. Auburn is frustrated right now with the way this last 3 minutes has been called at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, we have to regroup, go back. Let's defend. If he misses the free throw, let's make sure we retrieve it off the glass.
Arsenault makes the free throw. A sophomore from Beaumont, Texas, Beaumont United. His career high came against Oregon back in 2022, a 15-point game. And that was on the road at Oregon. Arsenault gives Houston a 3-point lead. Auburn head coach really in the official's ear right now. And I can't blame him, the way it's been called the last 3 minutes. Arsenault can give Houston a 4-point lead. Auburn has gone 3:25 without scoring. And Arsenault gives Houston a 4-point lead.
Big possession right here. It's probably the Tigers' last possession of the game. They need to execute, get a ball in the basket, go in the halftime with a little bit of momentum.
30-26, Houston on a 6-0 run. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Pegues against Uzon. 15 on the shot clock. Pegues to the right wing, switches to the left hand, 10 to shoot. Screen from Cheney, picks up the dribble, in some trouble. Left wing, Miles Kelly, penetrates to the hole, lobs it up there, banked it in.
Beautiful drive. That's the first drive we've had in a while.
Get back on defense.
Stop the ball.
Uzon, right side, Roberts to the corner. Arsenault with 3 at the buzzer. Got it.
Got to stop that ball in transition. We let it get too deep. With 4 seconds to go, they went the length of the floor and got a 3-point shot.
At the half, Houston 33, Auburn at 28. Houston has the ball to open the second half. We're underway. Auburn will go to the basket to our left. Houston leads Auburn by 5, 33-28. Houston basketball at the left wing. Emmanuel Sharp gets a screen, goes baseline. Cut off there by Miles Kelly, who starts the second half. Down the left side of the lane, it goes for Javier Francis against Cardwell. Walked through, or get through the ball right to Pettiford. Here's Auburn on the break. Left wing, Denver Jones. Jones dumps it low post, Broom. Turnaround jumper off the glass.
Beautifully done. Great defensive snuff. They shut them out on the defensive end, and it turned into a nice, easy shot for Broom on the block.
33-30, Houston with the lead. After the basket by Janai Broom, he has 6 points on the night. Francis outside the arc, picked up by Broom. Hands the ball back to Cryer. Cryer picked up by J.P. Pegues. Pull-up jumper by Cryer. It's good.
Good player. He's hard to guard.
Sure
he got
is.
the ball deep. 6 or 8 foot jumper is nothing over the top of someone.
18:59 in the second half. Houston 35, Auburn 30. Tiger basketball, Jones at the top, Cardwell to Denver. Low post, Broom gets fouled, goes up for a shot. And they'll say that the foul was not on the shot. So Auburn has the ball out of bounds.
It's unbelievable. It's on the floor. But that one thing that the Tigers have done, first 2 possessions, they've jammed the ball to the block for Broom. They know he's hard to guard down there. Give him some touches, create fouls, let him score some baskets.
Francis comes out after his second foul. They'll put Tugler underneath. And Auburn will flat it out against this on this inbound pass. Denver Jones will trigger to the corner left side for Kelly. Miles drives all the way to the hole. Up and under. Ball tapped out into the corner for Broom. Drives underneath, gets knocked to the floor. And they call the travel on Broom. Broom got pulled down. Goodness gracious. Holy cow.
I wonder what these guys are looking at.
Houston basketball leading Auburn by 5, 18-40 in the second half. Inbound. Uzan will bring it up the floor in a hurry. Picked up by Pegues. Uzan on the wing. Drives. Pull-up jumper. Uzan scores.
Well, he's an outstanding player. We've got to really keep an eye on him and keep him under control because he orchestrates the band, that's for sure.
7-point lead for Houston. 18-19 in the second half. J.P. Pegues. Top of the circle for Cardwell. Looks underneath. Instead, off the right side, it goes for Pegues. 2 Miles Kelly on the left wing, double team. Out to the top, Pegues, 8 to shoot. Drives to the hole, ball batted out of his hand, and a foul is called, I think, on Uzan. It will be his second foul.
Auburn's come out being more on the attack. Both times jammed it to the block for Broom. That time, Pegues took it hard to the basket, and they protected him. And hopefully they'll continue doing that.
And Pegues will go to the free throw line for 2. JP has yet to score tonight. The transfer from Furman. 2-time Southern Conference Tournament first team selection for the Paladins. First of 2 by Pegues is good.
It's always good to get to the free throw line. He hadn't scored in the first half. See that ball go through the basket off the free throw line. Maybe that'll open up a jump shot next time.
Cuts the lead to 6 at the 18:03 mark of the second half. Pegues again, yes. Trims the lead to 5. Inbound Uzan will bring it up the floor. Nope, it'll be Cryer walking it up the floor for Houston. Walks it across midcourt, hands the ball to Uzan, just outside the center circle. Working on Miles Kelly. They get the ball to the right wing for Cryer. Picked up by Pegues, 13 to shoot. Drives top of the circle, picked up by Broom and a switch. Turns the corner into the lane, up from about 13, good.
He just weaves himself around. We've got to get him under control, do a little bit better job defending him. It would really be nice if we could extend their offense and spread them out. They're getting it close to the basket now.
First player for either team in double figures. L.J. Cryer with 11. Houston by 7. Right wing, Kelly. Head fake at 3. Step back 3. Miles short. Rebound Roberts for Houston. Now Uzan are up the floor. Cross midcourt, gets a screen. Down the right side of the lane, picks up the dribble there. Looking on the wing, gets the ball to Sharp. 7-point Houston lead with the basketball. Cryer, left wing against Miles Kelly. Gets a screen. Dumps it underneath for Roberts. Goes up, ball blocked, and it's going to be a goaltend on Cardwell. 6 points for Roberts. 9-point lead for Houston. 41-32. Tigers got to respond. Auburn with no field goals in the last 2:37. Houston fans come to their feet. Chaney Johnson in at the next break for Auburn. Pegues picked up the dribble. Top of the circle for Broom. Right side Dillon inside the arc. Drives to the baseline. Whips a pass. Left corner, 3 ball in the air. No. Missed shot. Ball still on the floor. Broom goes to the floor, gets tied up. It's going to be a jump ball, and Auburn has the arrow. Bodies on the floor. Well, let's see, everyone's okay. Janai slow to get up. Rubbing his right knee. He is up. Auburn on the arrow. Chaney Johnson replaces Dylan Cardwell. Auburn's gone nearly 3 minutes without a field goal. Had a significant scoring spell in the first half. Tigers trail by 9 with 16:31 to go in the second half.
We've had 2 really good three-point shots and looks, but they haven't gone down. We've got to make a couple of those.
Chad Baker-Mazzara in, and he'll replace Miles Kelly. $16:31 in the second. Shot clock resets to 20, and Chaney Johnson will trigger baseline right. Auburn down by 9, need a bucket. 16:31 in the second. Chaney looking for an inbound, gets the ball right side, Broom, whistle foul. I think they just got Roberts.
They did. Yeah. That's quite a battle underneath that basket between Broom and Roberts.
First time around 2 seasons ago, Janai had 14 points, no rebounds. Roberts, 6.7 rebounds. Roberts, 6 points tonight. Janai with 6 points. Inbound in the corner. Chad Baker-Mazzara. Pegues at the top, it's Broom. Underneath Chaney, He knocked the Houston player to the floor and got called for the foul. Second foul on Cheney, another empty possession for Auburn.
I would like to see a replay of that because I did not actually see the actual play, but Cheney sure felt like that something was not quite right.
I didn't see it either. Houston ball, they can take the lead to double figures. Hughes on the inbound, Cryer. Foul, Chad Baker-Mazar. That's the third foul in CBM. That's going to bring Chris Moore into the lineup. Foul trouble has basically neutralized Chad Baker-Mazar tonight. He has 8 minutes, 3 fouls, no points. Houston inbound, still looking. Gets the ball inbound.
That's a
Should have
long
been 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Tugler to Uzon up the floor. They can take the lead to double figures. 41-32. Uzon against JP Pegues. Down the lane, falls down. Covers up the ball, jump ball. And it will be the arrow to Houston with 16:08 in the second half.
So back-to-back kind of alternate possession calls right there. I'm not for sure when a player falls down because he didn't move, but he was wiggling around on the floor. Could have been an easy walking call there.
Houston out of bounds, baseline left, 13 to shoot. Uzon will trigger. In the corner, Sharp. Bounce pass, Roberts. Roberts, top of the circle, Cryer. Back to Roberts against Broom. 5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. Fadeaway, left hand, missed it badly.
Good defense right there. We got the defensive board. Maybe it'll turn into an offensive fast break here.
JP Pegues, a screen from Broom. Bounce pass to Janai. Goes down, gets the ball to the wing. Cheney Johnson to the hole, and he missed a double hand dunk. And the ball goes all the way to the other end of the floor and out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. That's on Cheney. Nobody around him. And he hit the back of the iron, and it carried him out of bounds. All right, Houston ball out of bounds. It's a 7-point lead, 39-32. Take away a bucket from Roberts. Inbound near midcourt, Arsenault turns, drives to the free throw line, brings it back out to the top for Cryer. LJ picked up by Moore. Now to Uzon. Back to Cryer, right wing, whistle foul. They got Chris Moore knocking down Arsenault.
It's just as easy as an illegal screen on that because Tugler was kind of flopped a little bit, but he kind of hipped Chris Moore as he went around that screen.
Houston ball out of bounds again, leading by 7, 39-32. Uzon, midcourt, Tugler. Hands the ball back to Uzon. Thought about handing the ball to Cryer. Now centers it between the circles. Drives to the right wing where he's double teamed. Gets it to the top. Down the left side of the lane, Roberts spins on Broom to the hole, good.
Good player. Janai went to close out, had a little bit of unbalanced angle, and Roberts took advantage of it.
9-point lead again, 41-32, Houston. Pettiford at the point. Double team, wing, and deflected out of bounds by Arsenault. Auburn ball, 16 to shoot, down the Rod sideline. 15 minutes to go in the second half. It's been over 3 minutes since Auburn scored.
Yeah, if Houston changed strategically then, they're going to double team Pettiford when he has the ball coming off screens.
Jones, right wing three, that was in the cylinder, rimmed out. Houston gets the rebound. Roberts ahead to Uzon. They can take the lead to double figures. Roberts, left wing, drives on Broom. Knocked away by Broom, gets it back, bumps again. Turns, fadeaway off the glass, missed it badly. Rebound saved by Cheney. It comes to Broom. Back to Pettiford, up the floor. Drives to the hole, cut off. To the basket with the right or left hand, no, tap up and in by Broom.
Beautiful offensive rebound by Janai. Right where he should have been, and I'm not for sure that Tahad didn't get fouled or pushed on that floater.
8 points for Janai. 7-point lead for Houston, 41-34. 14-11 in the second half. Cryer down to the baseline. Cut off, throws it into the corner, out of bounds. Up of whom? off of Houston.
Good defense by the Tigers then. Forced the ball baseline, forced him to jump out of bounds and turn it over.
Kelvin Sampson doesn't agree with that call. Auburn gets it. 14:06 in the second. Tigers have cut the lead to 41-34. Auburn basketball as we approach the 14-minute mark of the second. Pettiford across midcourt. Screen from Chaney. To Chaney. Low post, Broom. Banged, foul, Arsenault, or rather Tugler. Third foul on Joseph Tugler.
It's becoming a strategic game. The ball is in the best player's hands. Janai on one end, Cryer on the other.
Uzon out, Sharp is in. Auburn out of bounds, baseline left. Lob inbounds, Broom double teamed up for the shot. Nobody's fouled. He was fouled going up for the pass. Roberts just picked up his third.
They're just continuing to give him touches.
Yeah, and Janai's telling Janai wants him to feed him right now.
Well, he's got a size advantage on Roberts, even though Roberts is a wide-bodied big.
Francis in, Tugler comes out. Roberts remains in the game with 3 fouls. 13:54 inbound. Pettiford runs it down near the top of the circle. 17 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers down 7. Pettiford between the circles, double team. Bounce pass. Broom drives to the hole. Jams it.
Beautifully
Double
done.
hand slammer.
Great play right there by Tahad Pettiford for a freshman. Did an awesome job on the double team.
And they backed off of Janai. Gave him a lane to the basket. He took advantage.
When they double teamed Pettiford, they left Janai wide open, and Tahad did an outstanding job feeding the ball to Janai.
Auburn witnesses to their feet. Tigers within 5. Drive to the hole. Cryer put it up, missed it. Broom rebounds for Auburn. To Jones. Denver races ahead. Off the right wing. Low post Chaney. Double team. Pull more to the hole. Reverse layup good.
Beautiful job. The Tigers are sharing the ball, moving it from side to side.
And a timeout called by Houston. Auburn has cut the lead to 3. 13:03 to go in the second half. Houston 41, Auburn 38. Down 3, Auburn goes to defense. Cryer will trigger. Uzon is out right now at the point.
Next 6 minutes is really big from this 13-minute mark down to the 7-minute mark. It's going to be big.
Cryer takes over at the point with Uzon getting a rest. Cryer works on Chris Moore. Kicks it right wing. Drive to the hole, bump, and a foul on Miles Kelly. He just never got in front.
That was a smart play by Houston. It was a called
Yeah.
special play out of a timeout. Isolated Chris Moore and drove on him, drew the foul.
I believe they called that on Kelly, and that is his third.
Oh, they did call it on Kelly.
Sure did. 12:50 in the second. Houston by 3 with the basketball. Inbound in the corner, Arsenault to Roberts. Top of the circle, Sharp. Pull up from 15. No. Rebound tapped, and it comes to Chaney Johnson.
Good back-to-back shutouts defensively, turn into an offensive play right here.
Pettiford drives to the hole, hangs, shoots, scores!
Man, what a shot. He went with his offhand that time to the other side of the basket, and a great lay-in by Pettiford.
8-0 run by Auburn has cut the lead to 1. Cal 23, second half of play. Cryer outside the arc against Miles Kelly, gets a screen. Pull up from 15, Cryer. No. Rebound, dunk. Coming down the lane by Tugler. Auburn didn't box out.
Everything was created off the ball screen for L.J. Cryer. We did not cover that very well, and it opened up the alley for the offensive putback.
Down 3, Auburn ball, 43-40, 12 minutes to go, second half. Kelly between the circles, Chaney Johnson. Back to the wing, Kelly. Whistle. And we've got a wet spot on the floor, just the left side of the lane.
Got a media below the 12, Andy.
We're going to get a timeout. By the way, the double-digit night for Janai Broom, the 28th consecutive. He has 29 of those at Auburn, 60 in his career. Auburn down 3 with the ball. Pettiford off a pass from Chaney Johnson. Left side of the key. Gets a screen from Broom, double team. Left wing, Chaney. Looking underneath, drives. Gets bumped. Fadeaway, Chaney Johnson, no. And the rebound pulled in by Sharp.
Forced that just a little bit. He kind of got hung up in traffic and went ahead and took the shot.
Ooh, Sharp had a 3, didn't take it. And Uzon back into the ball game, takes over at the point. Houston by 3, 11:27 in the second half. Uzon to Roberts, working on Broom. Outside the arc, top of the circle for Tugler. Tugler wants to get rid of it. Whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Pettiford as he knocked Sharp to the floor. And that's the third foul on Tahad. They were battling off the board, or off the ball. Third foul on Tahad Pettiford. Baker Mazzara, Pettiford, and Kelly all with 3 fouls for Auburn.
Might be a good change to give Janai a break. Let him get some water. Let the energy level of Cardwell help us a little bit.
Cryer, Sharp, Cryer, 3 ball. Nope, weak side rebound Pettiford. Racing ahead on the break. Lobs it underneath, and Moore missed the dunk, and he's hurt.
Wow.
And here is Houston the other way. Uzon into the lane. Head fake. Kicks it out to the top for Sharp. 3-point game. 10:53 second half. Houston with the lead in the ball. Uzon gets a screen. 3 ball. Uzon missed it off the right side. Rebound on the weak side for Roberts. Drives on Cardwell. Up with the left hand. It's good.
Get the second opportunities. Houston is really good about getting the ball in the basket after an offensive rebound.
12th offensive rebound in the ball game for Houston. They're up 5. 10:40 or 30 to go in the second half. Auburn basketball. Dylan Cardwell, top of the circle. To Pettiford, whistle and a foul away from the ball. Of course, Pettiford knocks home a 3. The foul goes against Houston. I think it's Arsenault. I think. Nope.
I was watching the offense then. That was a really good series. They made Houston's defense move from one side of the floor to the other twice.
They got Uzon's third foul there, Randall.
That's really good. Down the stretch with 10 minutes to go, they're going to have to consider taking him out of the game.
Miles Kelly will trigger baseline left. Bounce past Chad Baker-Mazzara. To the wing, Pettiford. 3 ball, Pettiford. Knocks it home!
Holy cow, that was right over the top of Cryer. What a 3-point shot.
Cuts the lead to 2. 10-11 in the second half. Houston 45, Auburn 43. Cryer, top of the circle, Roberts. Right wing for Sharp. Back underneath for Roberts against Cardwell. Spins up with it. Yes, and a foul on Cardwell.
They've kind of isolated. Dylan's kind of lost his magic right there. He's a much better defender than what he's done the last 2 possessions.
And a chance at the 3-point play for Juwan Roberts, who has 10 points on the night. He has scored the last 2 times down the floor for Houston. And a chance for a 3-point play for Roberts, who has yet to miss from the free throw line this season. Back and forth we go. 47-43 Houston. Roberts at the line for the and 1. Left-hand shooter, in and out. Rebound Auburn. 43 Houston. Pettiford penetrates down the lane, lobs it up there, scores!
Went coast to coast off the rebound. That's outstanding.
13 tonight for Pettiford. Cuts the lead to 2. 9:44 in the second half. Cryer, top of the circle. Uzon, Cryer, left wing. Had a 3, didn't take it. Back to Uzon at the top. 17 to shoot for Houston. 2-point lead, Cougars. Uzon straight away. Picked up by Chaney Johnson and a foul underneath. It's going to go against Miles Kelly. And that's the 4th on Miles.
Well, they're just playing so hard. They're trying to isolate Cryer and Uzon together.
Broom and Jones in. Kelly and who coming out? Auburn a little bit. It is whom? Somebody's got to come out.
We got to get
Dylan.
Cardwell. Yep.
Yeah, Cardwell comes out. And Tugler is at the line for a couple. His first free throw attempts of this young season. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. Tugler's free throw is good. Houston by 3. 9:29 to go in the second half of play. Number 1 and 2 teams in the country, according to the Ken Pom poll, going at each other tonight. Houston by 3, 48-45. Tugler's next free throw, good as well. Back to a 4-point Houston lead.
Every possession is valuable down the stretch. 9:23 left.
Tahad Pettiford, Broom at the top. Janai, 1 dribble now to Pettiford. Double team stays out of it. Chad Baker-Mazzara. Low post pass. Chaney got smacked. And he goes to the line for a couple. He almost made a circus shot. But he'll go to the line to shoot 2 for the Tigers, I think. No. I think they're going to make it a 1-and-1. They'll say he wasn't in the act of shooting.
Yeah, he got bumped off the receiving the pass. But one thing that is really strategic, Houston is trapping Pettiford. They're trying to get it out of his hands.
That's Uzon's 4th foul. And he comes out of the ball game.
Well, he's done till about the 4-minute mark.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Chaney Johnson, a 1 and bonus for Auburn. Tigers trail by 4, 9:13 in the second. Chaney got the free throw to fall.
Right now is a good time to start nibbling away because it's pretty well proven that Houston's a much better team with Uzon in the game.
10 points tonight for Chaney. 1 of 3 in double figures for the Tigers tonight. Second free throw. Yes.
This is a spark. Let's pick up our defensive energy, really make it hard on them because they're without their point guard.
Yes, they are. Sharp hands the ball to Malik Wilson, who'll bring it up the floor. Their starter, Uzon, on the bench with 4 fouls. Cryer, left side. Back to the top for Wilson. It's bumped. Drives on Pettiford. Fade away by Wilson. No! Rebound touched out of bounds by Houston, and Auburn gets it. Well,
so there's no foul on that?
Tugler came in, knocked 2 of the Auburn players down. Auburn gets the ball down 2.
I know we're in Texas, but this is not horseback riding. It's unbelievable.
Auburn down 2 with the ball, 8:48 on a county clock in the second. Hot Pettiford, left wing, Denver Jones. Top of the circle for Chaney. Back to the wing, Denver. Low post, Broom. To the hole, we're tied!
Beautiful set play, beautiful call play by the bench. Little cross screen to get Broom open, and nice play. They could have got fouled on that one.
Tied at 49.
Yes.
8:27 second half.
All right, get after it defensively right here and put us.
Cryer on the right wing for Houston. Working on Pettiford. Down the lane, drive to the hole, Tugler, no, but a foul. They found a crease down the right side of the lane.
Boy, you talk about 2 magical Hall of Fame coaches.
Yeah, you're right.
Really working.
Yeah, you are right.
The weaknesses of each end of the floor. One-on-one end gets his best player the ball. Broom scores. One on the other end takes it to the basket. That was a good play by Houston there.
Janai's 3rd foul sends Tugler to the line for 2 more for Houston, where he is 2 of 2 tonight. We're tied at 49, 8:17 to go in the second half. Free throw by Tugler, good.
He's been pretty good there.
Houston tonight, 9 of 15 from the charity stripe. 3 of 4 in the second half. 1 point lead for Houston. Tugler can make it 2 with 8:17 to go in the second half. And he does. He's got a nice touch.
He doesn't really score perimeter-wise, but he sure makes free throws, doesn't he?
8 points tonight, 4 of those coming from the free throw line. Down 2, Auburn ball. Pettiford at the top, Chaney to Broom. A 3 for the lead. No. Rebound, Chaney Johnson. Saves it. Broom, or at the top, Pettiford a 3 for the lead. No. Rebound. Roberts goes down. He was out of bounds. That's Auburn ball. Sure enough.
Wow. They need to wipe a lot of sweat up because there was a lot of players chasing that ball down.
And a timeout on the floor. Chad Bacon-Mazzara will trigger. Auburn flattens it up against the baseline.
It's about time for us to score off an inbound play here.
Inbound Broom turns up with the left hand, missed it. And the rebound pulled in by Houston. May have been blocked.
We got what we wanted, we just didn't go down.
Yep. And Cryer will bring it up the floor. Watch out for Cryer here. Cryer works against Denver Jones. Bounce pass, and it's kicked at the free throw line by Auburn. 19 to shoot for Houston. Excuse me, they'll give them the extra second, 20 now.
They're going to put the ball in Cryer's hand. He was running the point that time, trying to create a drag screen at the top of the key to free him up.
He has the ball between the circles. Drives right side off of a screen. Working on Chaney Johnson. Backing up just a couple steps. Down the right side, right back to Cryer. Long 3, in and out. Rebound, Chaney Johnson for Auburn. Down 2, Auburn ball. Chaney across midcourt. Centers it, gets the ball to Pettiford. Pettiford straight away, backs up into the center circle. Down 2, Auburn ball, 20 to shoot. 7-12 in the second half. Pettiford works to the left side of the screen. Kicks it right wing for Chaney. Into the corner, Chad Baker. Skip pass, Jones, 10 to shoot. Down to the baseline. Steps, lobs underneath.
Beautiful.
Turnaround jumper, Broom. Yes.
Nice pass Yes, great assist by Denver Jones.
Oh, and a near steal by Chad Baker off the inbound pass. Couldn't quite handle it, knocked it out of bounds.
Auburn energy level is much higher. Houston is certainly lost without Uzan.
We're tied at 51 with 6:54 in the second. Auburn has not led in this second half. And Cryer will bring it up the floor for the Cougars. 6:47 on a counting clock in the second. Cryer at the top, it's Roberts. Roberts drives free throw line, lobs it up there and scores. Auburn backed off of it.
Oh, he's been a good player tonight. He's been effective rebounding and scoring the basket.
Down 2 Auburn ball, 6.5 minutes to go. Chad Baker, Mazzara right wing. Top of the circle, Chaney. Left wing, Denver. Whistle and a foul away from the ball is going to go against Houston. That foul was against Joseph Tugler, his 4th. He comes out. Javier Francis is back in for Houston.
And one thing strategically, Houston's really had a hard time. That block-to-block cross screen to get Broom the ball.
Free throw by Janai, short.
Oh, need to make those.
Yeah, Houston ball. That's Auburn's first miss from the free throw line in the second half. Houston by 2 with the ball. Head fake, right wing, 3 ball sharp. Yes.
Oh, 2 mistakes back-to-back. We missed a free throw right there. Made a poor closeout on a 3-point shot against Sharp. Man.
Down to 5. Auburn calls a timeout at the 6:02 mark of the second half of play.
I think that's one thing Coach Pearl is going to emphasize. In games of this magnitude and at this level, the little things are so important to do.
This is a full timeout, 6:02 to go. Houston 56, Auburn 51.
When you look at Auburn, Alabama, Houston, Gonzaga, Kansas, old teams.
These teams have so much in common going toe-to-toe tonight in Houston. Baker Mazzara forced one up. Plenty of time on the shot clock for that one. Look at this move. Pettiford, are you kidding me?
Play has resumed. A 3 ball from the right corner by Pettiford cuts the lead to 2 again. 5:33 in the second half. 56-54. Houston with the ball. Roberts drives on Broom down the left side. Blocked by Janai. Saved by Janai. Auburn the other way, down by 2. Chad Baker Mazzara leaves on the wing for Pettiford. Baseline, loses the ball. Gets it to Chaney. At the top, Chad Baker at 3.
There
yes!
we go.
And Auburn has the lead!
Chad Baker.
The 3-point maker gives Auburn its first lead of the second half.
This is huge right here.
57-56 Auburn. 5 minutes to go in the second. Down to the wire in Houston.
Keep the defense up.
Drive to the hole. Reach-in foul on Chaney Johnson. Working defensively on Javier Francis.
And guess who is trotting to the scores table to check in?
It is Milos Uzan. Uzan will come in, 4 fouls in all. He replaces Wilson. And Francis at the line, a 1 in bonus for Houston. Rebounding in the ball game. Auburn 30, Houston 29. Boy, every rebound is important now, isn't it? Francis free throw. It's good.
It sure is. Every possession.
That ties the game at 57. 4:55 in the second half.
You know, one of the things that's really for the young season is you've got to have not only a high-level defense, high-level offense, but you better have a high level of concentration on what's going on.
Houston now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Francis knocks home both. Houston by 1. 4:52 in the second half. The freshman to hot Pettiford. Top of the circle for Broom. To the left wing, Denver Jones. Pettiford at the top. Pull up underneath. Broom to the hole with the 2-hand slam.
It is Broom, Pettiford, 1-2 punch, hard to guard. That high pick and roll has really been effective this second half.
Houston basketball down 1. Uzan foul. And a foul against, I'm not certain.
Chad Baker.
Chad Baker Mazzara's 4th. And they're back at the free throw line.
Well, the biggest negative of that, you're up 59-58, and when you foul, now all of a sudden they're going to the free throw line. You got 2 free throws. You got to win a couple of possessions to give yourself a chance to increase the lead.
Sharp at the line. Free throw's good.
Boy, he's had a good night as well. He can score that ball. He's a kind of a stat stuffer.
Ties the ball game. Sharp gives him the lead. Houston 60, Auburn 59 after the free throws by Sharp. Auburn basketball. Chad Baker, Chaney at the top. To Broom outside the arc. One dribble at the top. Pettiford's 3-away straight. Yes!
That was deep, Penny. That was a logo three. He is fearless.
5 threes tonight. Auburn by 2. 4:05 in the second half. Auburn 62. Houston 50 or 60. Biggest lead in the second half for the Tigers. Houston basketball, Uzon to Cryer. Down the lane. Fade away from 14. No. Rebound tapped. Out of bounds. Off of Houston. Auburn ball. Auburn ball. Timeout with 3:49 to go. The under 4 timeout. Auburn with the ball and a 2-point lead. Auburn 62, Houston 60. Tiger ball up to Pettiford. Right hand dribble. Bounce pass, Broom between the circles. Left hand dribble, Janai. Gets the ball to Pettiford. They jump out on him. Low post for Janai. Up, got it!
Beautifully done. Great play after a timeout. Isolated Broom on the one-on-one, and he stuck it in the basket.
18 for Broom. 8 rebounds for Janai. Auburn by 4. 3:22 in the second half. Right wing Uzon. Down to the baseline. Underneath the basket. Underneath shot is up. It's missed by Tugler, but he is fouled on the play.
It's good play, but it was an assist off of Uzon. Milos is really hard to guard. He makes Houston better.
Foul, the 4th of the night for Broom. And Tugler at the line for 2. As a team, Houston 14 of 20 from the line tonight, 8 of 9 in the second half.
This is where Janai's experience, the number of trips up and down the floor in this type of game, being able to be smart, not pick up a cheap 5th foul.
Tugler gets a couple. 8 points on the night, half of those from the charity stripe. First free throw is good.
That young man has brought energy tonight. He's been relentless on the glass, keeping balls alive around the rim.
Redshirt sophomore who played his high school basketball here in Houston at Cypress Falls.
The thing that he has done against the Tigers tonight is he's made free throws.
He is 6 of 8 from the line tonight. Cuts the lead to 2 again. 3:10 in the second half. Broom near midcourt. To Jones, to Pettiford. Double team. Left side, Shaker Mazar underneath for Broom. Janai up the glass.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Got a
and a
chance
foul.
for 3.
Yes, and a foul.
What a lead pass by Chad Baker Mazzara. Feathered that ball deep in the low post, right where it had to be for Janai to lay it in.
14 assists for Auburn tonight. 11 have come in the second half, Randall.
On 26 baskets.
The foul is against Roberts, his 4th. Janai up the line, a chance for a 5-point Auburn lead at the 3-minute mark.
This is big. Make this.
Free throw by Janai. Short.
Get the offensive rebound.
Rebound comes to Houston.
I always want to get the odd even if you can late when you're on the road.
Cryer left wing. Bounce pass for Uzon. 18-footer Uzon. Good.
Wow.
Timeout, Houston. Stops the clock with 2:47 to go in the second half. No pressure until midcourt. Here comes Tahad Pettiford up the floor. Huge possession for Auburn. 2:42 and counting. Auburn up 2. Pettiford at the top. Onto the right wing, Chad Baker. Back to Pettiford. Top of the circle, Johnson. 17 to shoot, Pettiford. Backs it up. Into the center circle. 13 to shoot. Drives down the left side of the lane. Pull up from 12. It's no good.
Wow,
Rebound,
what a
Broom.
rebound. What a rebound.
Falls down and throws
Had
it
to
away.
get pushed.
Here is Houston the other way. Auburn by 2. Up the floor, Uzon. Kicks it to the corner. Free ball, Sharp. Yes, in the lead. My goodness, what a big shot by Emmanuel Sharp.
Come from another assist from Uzon. Drove, penetrated, sucked the defense in, kicked it out to Sharp for a 3.
Pettiford on the right-hand dribble. Top of the circle, Chad Baker Mazzara. Puts it on the floor, 15 to shoot. Spins at the free throw line down the lane. Up on the left hand. Good! Auburn by 1.
Nice spin move. It's seesawing back and forth.
1:45 in the second half.
Who's going to get the break? Deflection, defensive stand right
Auburn
here.
68, Houston 67. Houston basketball. Cryer, bounce pass Roberts. Right hand dribble Roberts. Drives to the hole, underneath. Didn't get it. Rebound Chaney Johnson for Auburn. Outlet to Pettiford. Auburn 5-on-4 the other way with the lead. Chad Baker-Mazara near the corner right side. Bounce past Chaney. Ball stripped out of his hand by Roberts. And here's Houston the other way. 1:17 and counting in the second half.
Same mentality as the possession before. Got to get a defensive stop right here.
Cryer just inside midcourt. 19 to shoot. Auburn by 1. 1:04 in the second half. Cryer off the left side. Oh, one more stop, Auburn. One more stop. Right wing Sharp. Gets a screen. Gets the ball to Roberts.
Loose
ball
ball.
is loose. Chaney Johnson has it. Ball still loose. Still loose. Chad Baker-Mazara knocked to the floor. Uzan just fouled out. That's the 5th foul on Milos Uzan. Auburn ball by 1. 49.5 seconds to go in the second half. That loose ball, finally, Chad Baker picked it up. Uzan knocked him to the floor.
What a great series to show the team on tape, to show all the young people out there how great effort, and when that ball is on the floor, you must sacrifice your body, lay out, and get your hands on it, and the Tigers did that.
Uzan just fouled out for Houston. They will go to Arsenault, and I'm guessing that we'll see Cryer just take over with the basketball. Nope, it'll be Wilson to come in.
Well, it's going to be interesting. It's 49 seconds. You've got majority 3 possessions left in this game.
Chad Baker-Mazara a year ago was 87% from the free throw line. He was the 4th best in the SEC. He gets 2 right here with 49.5 seconds to go in the second half, and Auburn leading by 1. Lefty free throw. Got it. It rattled in. Auburn by 2. 49.5 seconds to go. Auburn 69, Houston 67.
Auburn is still 1 defensive stop away from making it a free throw fest down the stretch.
Come on, Chad Baker. The
Shot
free throw maker.
Yes. Yes.
And Auburn leads by 3, and a timeout on the floor with 49.5 seconds to go. All 10 players on Auburn's side of the floor as Auburn presses.
They're just going to make it hard for him to get it in and try to keep the ball from Cryer.
The inbound to Sharp.
Make him handle it. He doesn't want to.
They're going to leave it to Wilson to bring up the floor. 43 seconds to go. Auburn by 3. Houston ball. Wilson way out of the wing. Top of the circle for Cryer. Picked up by Denver Jones. Drives down the lane. Pull-up jumper. Short. Rebound. Roberts lost it. Chad Baker-Mazara with the rebound. Get rid of the ball, Chad Baker. 27 seconds to go. Ahead to Denver Jones.
Keep the ball moving.
Auburn by 3. Denver drives and fouled by Cryer. Fouled by Cryer. Denver goes to the line for 2. A chance at a 2-possession game with 22.9 seconds to go. And that 2,500 Auburn witness group on their feet in Houston.
It's been a while since we've heard those Tigers in the stands. They've just been outmatched, but the Cougars are quiet and the Tigers are loud.
Knock home these free throws, Denver Jones. A career 86.8% free throw shooter. Cryer had a wide open look from 5 feet and short-armed it.
Did he not?
All right, first free throw, Denver. 4-point lead for Auburn with 22.9 to go.
That's 2 possessions for sure for Houston. He makes this one, it's still 2 possessions, but the Tigers, the longer they make Houston handle the ball, the clock is against them.
5-point lead for Auburn as Jones knocks them both home. His first points of the second half. Auburn by 5. Cryer up the floor with 20 seconds to go. Cryer, top of the circle, spins, 3-ball Cryer. No good, no good. Rebound underneath, out to the wing. They get to Cryer on the left wing. Penetrates to the hole and scores. And that'll be a timeout for Houston with 8.6 seconds to go. Cryer cuts the lead to 3. Auburn's just got to get the ball inbound and hold on to the basketball. Auburn basketball. Pettiford, Miles Kelly, Chaney Johnson, Denver Jones, Chad Baker-Mazara. That's your Auburn 5. It's a small lineup. Good free throws all.
That is the strategic move that Coach Pearl made then. Put his free throw shooters in the game. He's got 4 guards in the game. They'll move quickly, try to get open.
Chad Baker will trigger for Auburn. Looking inbound, foul in the play. They fouled Pettiford. They fouled Pettiford. That's Cryer's 4th. And Tahad Pettiford, in his 2nd game as an Auburn Tiger, who has had a career game tonight. 19 points, can knock home at least one of these free throws and make it a 2-possession game with 8.6 seconds remaining.
This young freshman has been relentless tonight.
These are the first free throw attempts of Tahad Pettiford's Auburn career. Lefty shooter. First free throw, good!
He didn't even bat an eye. He went through his routine.
4-point lead Auburn, 8.6 seconds to go.
What an outstanding future this young man has got to come into a place with the guard plate of the University of Houston and come out and perform like he has.
Broom will replace Pettiford if Tahad knocks down both, just for the defensive purposes. You hear, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. Raining down here in the Toyota Center. Wow. Pettiford's free throw's good.
Both.
He'll come out. Broom is in. 8.6 seconds to go. Auburn by 5. 74-69. Full length of the floor to go. Inbound to Cryer. Across midcourt. Down the lane, Cryer. To the hole. Blocked by Broom. Rebounded by Chad Baker, but he was out of bounds with 2.1 seconds to go.
No fouls. Just let them get the ball inbounds.
4-5-point Auburn lead. 2.1 seconds to go. They'll inbound from the right corner. Bruce Pearl looks at the Auburn crowd. They come to their feet here in Houston. Auburn by 4.
Wow.
2.1 seconds to go.
The Auburn Tiger fans are on their feet.
The inbound will come from the corner. Underneath, no good. Rebound Broom. Down goes Houston. Down goes Houston. Auburn comes to Houston and beats the Cougars. 74-69.
What a game. What a game. What a performance by all the players. But the spark off the bench was a big difference offensively.
Houston led by 9 in the second half. Never could get the lead to double figures. The Tigers come roaring back and pull away for a 74-69 win. The final score tonight. The leading scorer for the Tigers, Tahad Pettiford with 21. He's the Wind Creek high scorer for the Tigers. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games. Win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. Your final from Houston. Auburn 74, Houston 69. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network. Well, Houston jumps out to a 9-point lead early in the second half. What keyed the Auburn rally, Houston?
I think Pettiford was sensational, was a spark off the bench and carried us offensively. The leadership of Broom was unbelievable, but the effort from Chaney Johnson, the effort from Miles Kelly, defensively, Auburn held Houston to 41%, came into their own house in the neutral site, but in Houston, shot 52% for the game. What a performance.
And down the stretch, made the plays they needed, including hitting the free throws down the stretch to win this one tonight.
Well, they made a precedent second half to jam the ball to the low post of Broom, and he was so effective. He drew so much attention. It created some openings on the perimeter.
All right. Right now we're going to talk things over with the man who led Auburn in scoring tonight, talking with Tahad Pettiford. 21 points, 7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, and 2 enormous free throws down the stretch of this one. Tahad, congratulations in this one. Just your thoughts, just moments after such a big win for this Auburn team.
This is what we worked for all week, We prepared for this. We knew what we were coming into. So we knew it was going to be a dogfight coming into this game, and
Yeah.
we just wanted to make sure we came out with the win.
Talk about your ball game. You didn't even score Wednesday night, but talk about getting into the rhythm offensively here tonight.
Wednesday wasn't my day, but it was my teammates, and Coach always tells us, not every game is going to be your game, so just be ready when your time comes, and today was my time.
All right, talk about going to the free throw line. Your first 2 college free throws with a chance to give Auburn the 5-point lead late.
This is what we work on every day in the practice, late game free throws, And today was the time I needed them, and I knocked them down.
7 of 12 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, and 3 more assists. And for a lot of that second half, you were running the show out there for the Tigers tonight.
Yes, sir. Just want to get my teammates involved early, and then let this game come to me.
All right. Congratulations on this one, Tahad. Enjoy this one. Celebrate with your teammates.
Thank
War
you.
Eagle.
Thank you, War Eagle.
Tahad Pettiford, Auburn's leading scorer tonight with 21 points as the Tigers win it by a score tonight of 74-69. We'll talk things over right now with the Auburn head coach, Bruce Pearl. That's a big old smile. Congratulations to the War Eagle.
That's a big old win right there.
Yes, it is.
That's what it is. That's Auburn being Auburn right there. Man, what an environment. Do you hear the crowd all game long?
Yes.
We're on the road. It's a neutral site, and this is Auburn traveling like this, and our guys just they obviously stepped up. How about our front line? How about Janai Broom and Chaney Johnson and Dylan Carwell just dominating the inside? Chaney with a double-double. Janai was absolutely unstoppable, and then, of course, the freshman, Todd Pettiford, just stepped up, showed up, big nuts, and that's what it takes. That's what it takes.
Talk about your timeouts as this one is coming down. I mean, listen, this was played like a game between the number 1 and 2 team in the country and the Ken Pom poll.
Well, it was mathematically. I don't know. I just think that the big win, big road win for Auburn. I don't know when the last time Auburn went on the road and beat number 1. Like, I don't know what's happened before. Now, I don't know whether AP or what they are, but I mean, obviously, a historic win. We needed this, Auburn. We needed this. And, I don't think I got a team that's going to want to try to get better. I was so pleased with their competitiveness. I so pleased with the bench and they're staying together. Stephen Pearl, oh my God,
that's a great scout.
That's an unbelievable scout.
Yeah.
And then Mike Burgomaster, he called all the plays in the second half. Called them all. I mean, he called them all, and he just had Now, we did develop some things this week in practice that were special, that we were saving, that we knew some of that stuff we ran at the end. We're nice, unguarded at the rim.
Right.
It's pretty. It's special. We saved it for a special moment.
I don't know if composure is the right word or not, but when they started trapping at the top of the key, and you guys stayed out of it, and then found the open man.
Well,
tonight.
look, if people are going to put 2 on the ball, then you got to come off of it and have disadvantage basketball. It's what we worked on all week long, and our guys just did it. I'm just so happy for our fans. I'm happy for our families. It just it's great, Andy. And the guys came together, after some adversity, and I just couldn't be proud of her. Chris Moore. Chris Moore comes in and plays just unbelievable defense. He's unbelievable on the bench. Chad Baker didn't have a good first half, but he bounced back in the second half, made big free throws, made big plays. And it just, just takes everybody. Dylan Carwell defensively, is just so solid. And what I love about Denver Jones? Denver Jones didn't score a lot of points tonight. He's the happiest guy in that locker room. And then, I think Miles Kelly, Miles was you could see that just from a standpoint of he didn't have a great shooting night tonight, but he played really good defense. He did lots of other things. Yeah. So, man, this is going to be one happy ride.
Yes,
this is going to be one happy ride home.
Happy flight, to be sure. They get a 9-point lead, had a couple chances to take it to double figures. Your ball club didn't lose its composure at that point, Coach.
No. They had, again, there was great communication on the bench, great confidence that we could guard those guys one-on-one in the post. I think the key to beating that, right now, that team is only giving them 5 threes. That's a really good three-point shooting team. And we made them make one-on-one plays, and they made some one-on-one plays when they fresh. But in the second half, we held them to 43%, and we shot 57% in the second half. And that was the story of the game.
Congratulations. Enjoyed this one, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Tigers head coach Bruce Pearl. Auburn wins it 74-69 tonight at Houston. Stay tuned, friends. The Regions Bank postgame show continues in a moment. Final score tonight, Auburn 74, Houston 69. The Tigers in the second half of play just dominated the boards. Auburn, as a matter of fact, even with rebounding in the ball game at 33 apiece, but boy, really down the stretch of this game, so good on the rebounds tonight. Tigers win it by a score of 74-69. Auburn made most of its shots down the stretch and all of its free throws down the stretch in this one. The Tigers win it, putting 3 in double figures, 21 from Tahad Pettiford, 20 from Janai Broome, and 11, a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds tonight from Chaney Johnson. When we come back, the post-game stats as the Regions Bank post-game show continues in a moment. Houston 60, Auburn 59 after the free throws by Sharp. Auburn basketball. Chad Baker, Chaney at the top, to Broome outside the arc. One dribble at the top. Pettiford's 3-away straight. Yes!
That was deep, Penny. That was a logo 3. He is fearless.
5 threes tonight. Auburn by 2. 4:05 in the second half. Auburn 62. Houston 50 or 60. Biggest lead in the second half for the Tigers. It would grow to 5 at the end of this one. Auburn 74, Houston 69. The postgame stats are presented by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait, vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all recommended vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. On the night, Auburn 27 of 51 from the field at 52.9%, 7 of 23 from 3 at 34%, and from the free throw line, 13 of 19 at 68.4%. In the second half, Auburn 10 of 12 from the free throw line and hit every free throw it needed down the stretch in this one. Houston 24 of 58 from the field at 41.4%, 5 of 13 from 3 at 38.5%, 16 of 22 from the free throw line, 72.7%. The two teams both with 33 rebounds apiece. Comparative stats, points off turnovers, and boy, did this even out in the second half. Houston 16, Auburn 10. Points in the paint, Auburn 36, Houston 28. Second chance points, Houston 16, Auburn 9. Fast break points, Auburn 14, Houston 10. And get a load of this, bench points, Auburn 39, Houston 17. Individually tonight, 3 in double figures for the Tigers. A career-high 21 points for Tahad Pettiford, added 3 rebounds and 3 assists. 20 points and 9 rebounds for Janai Broome, 2 assists and 5 blocks on the night for Janai. 11 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double for Chaney Johnson on the night. 5 points and 2 rebounds for Miles Kelly. 4 points and a rebound for Denver Jones. 7 points, 2 rebounds for Chad Baker-Mazara. His three-pointer from the right wing gave Auburn its first lead of the second half. 2 points and a rebound for Dylan Cardwell. 2 points for J.P. Pegues on the night. 5 points, 2 rebounds for Miles Kelly. 2 points on the night for Chris Moore. Outstanding defense for Chris. 4 in double figures tonight for Houston. 13 apiece for L.J. Cryer, who had 2 assists, and Emmanuel Sharp, who had 2 rebounds on the night. 12.7 rebounds for Juwan Roberts. Joseph Tugler, 10 points and 6 rebounds on the night. 13 points, 2 assists on the night for L.J. Cryer. The final score again, Auburn 74, Houston 69. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network. Top of the circle for Broome. To the left wing, Denver Jones. Pettiford at the top. Pull up, underneath, Broome to the hole with the two-hand slam.
It is Broome, Pettiford, 1-2 punch, and hard to guard. That high pick and roll has really been effective this second half.
Houston basketball down 1. Janai Broome, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5 blocks. Tahad Pettiford, a career-high 21 points on the night, 3 rebounds, 3 assists as the Tigers beat the number 4 ranked Houston Cougars tonight by a score of 74-69. Next up for this Auburn team at 2-0 on the season, back at Neville Arena on Wednesday night. Auburn will host Kent State at 7. Our pregame coverage on the Auburn Sports Network begins at 6:30. The general manager of the Auburn Sports Network is Ben Harling. Auburn basketball produced by Brad Law. Our studio producer tonight, Quinn Burkeen. Again, your final score, Auburn 74, Houston 69. For my broadcast partner, Randall Dickey, I'm Andy Bertram. So long, and War Eagle from Houston.